Look, the world is lying to you. They told you to get the degree. They told you to climb the ladder. They told that wealth is a slow crawl toward retirement. That is the greatest lie ever sold. The truth? I started with zero, not a small loan, not a rich uncle. Just a broken laptop and a hunger to break the system. Most people are trapped in a script. They are hardwired for mediocrity. But today, we are rewiring your reality. I'm going to show you exactly how I engineered a digital empire from absolute nothing. This isn't about hustle. It's about architecture. It's about leverage. If you're tired of being a cog in the machine, listen, because the blueprint starts now. Here's the thing. You aren't lazy. You're just playing a rigged game. The Matrix isn't some sci-fi movie. It's the economic infrastructure designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of trading time for paper. It's a legacy system, and it's crashing. To build an empire from zero, you have to stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like an engineer. You need to understand the flow of digital attention. Wealth today isn't about physical labor. It's about leverage. It's about building systems that work while you sleep. It's about the metaverse of information. If you don't own the assets, you are the product. It's time to flip the switch. Step one, stop trying to find your passion. Passion doesn't pay the rent. Skills do. When I had $0, I had one thing, time. I spent every waking second stacking high-income skills at the Matrix. Didn't teach me. Listen, one skill makes you a worker. 3 skills make you a god. If you can write words that sell, if you can edit video that captures attention, and if you understand human PS-watchology, you are dangerous. You don't need a boss. You don't need a permission slip. You become a woman. Tommy, stop watching entertainment and start practicing your craft. The market doesn't care about your feelings. It only rewards value. Look, followers are a vanity metric. Cash flow is sanity. The biggest mistake beginners make is chasing clout. They want the blue check mark before they have the bank balance. That is a trap. When I started, I didn't care if anyone knew my name. I cared about the system. I built a digital storefront before I even had a product. I used the power of artificial intelligence to automate the boring stuff. I focused on solving pain. Find a group of people with a burning problem and build a digital bridge to the solution. That is how you manufacture money out of thin air. Don't build a brand, build a solution. The empire is built on the foundation of utility. Never forget that. Listen, you cannot build an empire if you are the only one working in it. Most people stay self-employed forever. That is just a job with a different name. To reach the millions, you have to stop being the engine and start being the pilot. When I hit my first milestone, I didn't buy a watch. I bought time. I hired the best men I could find. I used AI to automate the soul-sucking tasks. I built a wealth matrix of systems that run on. Oh, dash the dash pie dash lot. If you are still doing $5 tasks, you will never see $5 million results. Identify your zone of genius. Everything else, outsource it, automate it, delete it. The Matrix wants you busy. Wealth requires you to be free. Focus on the big moves, the 80-20 rule. Is your new religion, stop being a worker, start being an owner. Here's the thing, the biggest obstacle isn't the market. It's the software running in your head. Most people crumble at the first sign of friction. They have a poverty mindset. They see risk where I see data. They see failure where I see a lesson. You have to rewire your brain for high-stakes execution. You need a digital fortress around your focus. No distractions, no excuses. The world is designed to drain your attention and keep you broke. You have to be aggressive with your goals. When the world sleeps, you build. When the world parties, you engineer. Success is a lonely road, but the view at the top is worth the silence. Look, I started with $0 and a broken laptop. I didn't have a map. I had to build the map while I was walking. But you? You have the blueprint right here. The Matrix is real, but it's also fragile. Once you see the code, you can change the game. The digital empire isn't a dream. It's an inevitability for those who refuse to settle. You have the tools. You have the skills. The only question left is, are you going to stay a spectator? Or are you going to become the architect? Execute.